welcome back to the SOMNIUM Files. We're at an intense moment. It's been a week for me. In real time, I have wanted to get back to this for so long. You don't even know. So who we have here is Parasite Man Saito, who's been body jumping. And he's the one that committed all the crimes. We found that out from going through his SOMNIUM. But isn't Saito Date, or he's not? Or what's going on here? So, I believe day one. Okay, we should go in order. Day one, Friday. Because I believe he's going to tell us what he was doing during the murders.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities, and then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Oh man, you did that too?
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Dang, day two. So something's gonna happen when we finish interrogating Saito here. He's waiting for someone to show up.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
So Boss being tranked in the other route, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am of course referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job. And when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind. But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred.
Right, the shooting.
I got a Nile message from Ota.
Oh, Ota.
I knew I
right.
could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sejima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time.
Thanks, Sejima was telling the truth the whole time.
But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me. We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosejima, it was a new day.
Oh, he switched bodies.
This was yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris. Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly? That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
Alright, Monday.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Right, put him in a vase.
I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
Boy. Saito spoke with grace and no sign of remorse. Alright, what we got? Why didn't the sync visions resist after... Why did you display the bodies in the way you did? Okay, what's up with the eyes?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
Oh, the prototype messes with the eye. It doesn't do the same protein thing. Nano cables. Oh god, it has to take out the entire eye? Why didn't we know this before? What? Is that what that means? That's why everyone lost their eye, because they were in the prototype sync machine? And how does he know this? Huh. The subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't... Okay, and then Date bypassed that in the iris ending. Because Iva was operating the machine, his eye was already removed. Okay. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back into the socket. Okay. Side effects are rare. What a wild thing. Okay, let's see. They never woke up.
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
Shoot.
Of course, I don't really care about eyes. I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
But then there's that one thing about Renju's eye being in his stomach. Shoko's eye being in Renju's stomach.
To harass you.
Me?
I wanted to bring out the hatred in you. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park. That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
This is going in a direction I did not expect. Alright. What about the eyeballs you removed? Even though we know where one of them is. One of them is in the stomach of Renju.
Shoko's is in Renju.
Oh my god, did you leave a trail of eyeballs to let us know?
Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss.
Ingested? She ate his eyeball? Jeez.
Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
So let me guess, this guy's like, Date, you stole my body? Give me my original body back? Then who's Date?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you.
It's a personal motive.
It's
at play.
personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
Alright, friend, why did you never go after Mizuki? That is my question.
Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me. But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
So Date's in this dude's body. Caused this person to body jack. Revenge against me?
This series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back. My body.
I knew it. But what does that mean? Who is Date?
What?
You stole my body.
Oh my god.
You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
This body is yours?
That's what I've been telling you!
I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it. They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
What? What? My brain's breaking.
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
What?
Pewter must have known that.
No way.
What is happening? My brain.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju. And before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
Ooh, who were you in before Shoko? I guess 89. Yeah, 89 in the prison. She went to go visit him. And Hitomi saw her. What is going on?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital, but I still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
She got pushed off.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you. In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
What? Rohan?
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body.
Shut the front door. He's number 89? No, we can't. No way. That can't be. But number 89 calling us and telling us he knows who the murderer is, completely correct. Okay, alright, you know what?
In other words,
I real?
Huh. All right, who's at number 89 then? Ah, that makes sense why we go, oh, he's in love with Hitomi. Of course he is. He was number 89. Something's about to happen.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my
No.
body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Oh no.
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Oh no.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Baiba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
No. No. No.
Dante, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her?
What do we do? No.
Do you understand the gravity of this situation? A bomb is strapped to her body.
Man, I don't want to do it. No.
You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted.
Man, we have to do it, don't we? Should we poke the bear and not do it? I say no. I have to have faith in Pewter.
You want to see what will happen when her flesh burns and tears and scatters?
No.
If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
Who knows? No. I didn't agree no matter how many times he demanded of me. Oh, it's too late, huh? Oh my god. Bad ending. I just wanted to see. We're gonna jump back to that. I should have saved the game. But I think we can jump back to that. No. Is it gonna kick me out? No. Not back to the beginning. Can I just load my file? We're gonna load my file, so we have to start the whole thing over.
I took a look around your head.
Alright. Okay, how do we load? We have to go back to the top menu. We have to go back to the top menu and load up. So just give me a second. Let's autosave. And then we can skip through. Alright, you. We're gonna skip through your dialogue here because we've seen it.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Alright, we can skip through this.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Wrench.
Right, we got it. Iris. Ota saw them twice. Normally I don't do this, but I want to see what happens next.
Like you guessed. Must have been a...
Okay.
Then... To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me.
Alright guys, what do you think is gonna happen? We're just gonna end it when we jump into the sink? And that's it? Let the serial killer get away?
After that, I got into the van with Ota.
Sejima...
We were... This was...
Okay, it's cold storage. We put Ota in the costume.
You know all... I don't need them. Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss. Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Homicide is my hobby. That was... This series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it? That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
I should have saved. At the choice I should have
Computer
saved.
did not
What was I
specify.
thinking? Yep.
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital, but I still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I got her body. After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body.
Shoko visiting 89 in prison means that was Saito visiting Rohan.
In there,
Yep, number 89. The man who was in love with Hitomi. But he didn't remember it yet. And that whole thing about his memory going away every 6 years is just nonsense.
sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Iba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Computer, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
We have to say yes,
Now,
I'm gonna say.
what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Save on a different file. Alright, we'll agree.
Date!
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Dot?
Man, that means it's just over. We swap and Date's dead. Or Boss is dead, but 4:20 a.m. The last sync. Oh, it's already over.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What? Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Oh, I was waiting for Pewter to do something.
Date, are you all right?
What are we gonna do? Oh, he's gonna die?
Everyone's dead.
Where is Boss's mom? Oh, damn.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. Wow, that's a bad, bad time. You know, I got all the answers I wanted, but did I really need them? Huh. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite routes. We got all the answers. One ending, it just kind of stops. Yeah, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Annihilation route end. Oh, this is the Annihilation route. Oh yeah, and I got a trophy. Annihilation route end. Okay. So that is the Annihilation route. Yeah, we're gonna save. Save to the second file. That way we don't lose any progress. What's the one that's today? Here it is, right here. Save over that one. And that is just everyone was annihilated. Green route. No hope remains. Which is unfortunate. But here we go, the final ending. It is unlocked, ongoing. So what happened before that? Oh, he knocked us out. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Huh? Oh, the forest. Okay. Either way, that'll be next time. But, whew, look at that thing. It's almost complete. Thanks for joining me for more the Somnium Files. Looks like we have one more Somnium, maybe. And then we'll see how this game ends for real. I feel like we had a good ending with the Mizuki route. And that's pretty much the best one for all the characters so far. But we're going to end over here in the Iris one. Or a pink. So maybe that's actually Saito's color. Either way, I'm excited to continue. So thanks for joining me again for more the Somnium Files. And I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later.